Morning Mayhem with Tyler and Mo.
What's up? It's a sucker-free Thursday here on Z97.5.
We ain't playing no mess.
You know, I had like one of these like flashback moments. I know this is going to go off on a huge tangent, but I was driving, and I think it was yesterday afternoon, and I see a school bus, and I see this bus driver that looks similar to the bus driver I had when I would go to middle school, and he always would play. I remember it now, 92.7, the Beat Jams. In Jacksonville, Florida.
Why do all the rap stations, why are they all The Beat?
The Beat?
Yeah.
I don't know. Huh. And they had this morning show, and this guy, I guess that's where I steal my hype guy from, that I always try to mock or emulate, whatever. Because he was like, yo, what's up? This is your Sucker-Free Friday, snitches. Let's do a game. You ready for a game? Yo, Sharice, you ready for a game? Yeah, I'm ready. I remember every bit they did, because that was like the only radio station that guy would listen to. His name was Mr. Banks. It was bus number 127.
Damn,
Mr. Banks owned a farm, and we would pass by his farm, and he'd talk like when he would yell at you, he would get on the mic on the bus and be like, y'all. He sounded like Boomhauer. Y'all need he's an old black guy. Y'all need to go, come on, get over here. You move over there. One time he yelled at me, and I was scared for my life. It looked like he had like old man strength. You know what I mean? Like he could rip the skin off my face. He's like, you ought to not mess around like that anymore. You understand? I'm like, yeah.
Yes, Mr. Banks.
Yes, Mr. Banks. It's crazy I remember all of that, right?
It is. It really is.
It was insane.
I hated one of my bus drivers. Because I had really bad handwriting. She was such a...
You had bad handwriting? What does that have to do with bus drivers?
Well, because she would always mess with me about stuff. And so one of the things that she would mess with me about was when I wrote my name on the assigned seating, like you wrote it right above your window.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I wrote Leron,
Yeah.
But
I thought it was LaRondale.
Because, I never really go.
Wait, how do you pronounce your actual name? Is
Lee Rondale.
Lee Rondale?
Yeah. But I never used the Dale part, really. So I wrote Leron on there.
Dale.
And the R kind of looked like an M because I just wrote it really fast. So she would call me Lehman. And it pissed me off because I was like, my name's not Lehman, it's Leron. Well, your thing on your window looks like Lehman's. I'm gonna call you Lehman. I was like, no, my name is Leron, you bitch.
You didn't say that.
I did too call her a bitch.
You really?
Yeah, I called her a bitch one time. I got in trouble.
How old were you?
I was probably like 15.
What the hell's wrong with you?
No, you don't understand, man.
No.
This lady used to try to torture us.
We just heard how you beat some poor innocent white boys in a McDonald's drive-thru.
No, they deserved it because they threw stuff at my car.
But they didn't deserve the ass whooping that you gave them. And now some poor old white lady, I'm sure. I knew it.
White,
you got something against white people.
No, not at all. No, because dude, she was so horrible to us. Like she wouldn't let it. Like if you even said one word on the bus, she wrote you up and sent it to the principal. She was ready to suspend people from the bus so they'd have to get a ride from their parents or walk to school. She was just mean to everybody. Like she didn't even like her own daughter. Like her daughter lived in our neighborhood. I'm not even joking. Her daughter lived in our neighborhood, and she would come and just like while we're waiting and we're getting on the bus, her daughter would come out and say hi to her mom or whatever, and she would just like and just wave her daughter off. And I'm like, dude, that's your kid. Like, come on, dude. That lady
she acts like her father.
That might have been what she was thinking. I don't know.
She looks too much like her father.
I'm telling you, that lady was horrible.
There was another story with Mr. Banks, bus 127 in Jacksonville. It was 420.
Oh.
And this is my first 420 that I participated in. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to, honestly, I could say this now, I wanted to do it because I wanted to be cool.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be cool with my friends because I don't know if they were even telling the truth, but they were talking about how they got high last 420 and they were at school all day and da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? I got an older brother. He can hook me up with a dub sack and I could do this. So I saved up my money and I gave my brother Wes $20. Said, go get me a dub sack. I think I was 14, so maybe 13 or 14. So he was like 18. He's 5 years older than me, so he's like 18 or 19. He goes and gets me a dub sack. I got it on 419. I'm ready to go. Okay, how am I going to smoke this? I decided not to smoke it. Mm-hmm. I decide that I want to show everyone on the bus.
Oh, I think you told me about this.
Oh, yeah, off air, though. I don't think I've told this on air.
Okay.
And I poured that whole 20 sack on this peanut butter jelly sandwich. The whole thing, like I broke it up and everything. So it looked like just like a bunch of oregano all over the
sandwich.
And I remember getting on the bus with my Ziploc bag and everything. I'm like, "Yo, guys, watch this." Open up the bag, like, "Can you smell it?" They're like, "No," because it was like Mexican packed weed. You know, it didn't even smell. It'd probably been sitting in some like Pablo's freaking basement for 10 years. And I'm like, "Well, look at this," and they're like, "What is that?" I'm like, "It's marijuana."
Oh God.
And
some ganja.
You want a bite? They're like, "No, you should eat the whole thing. We dare you eat the whole thing." And I was like, "All right, fine." I ate the whole thing, and it messed me up so bad. I got off the bus, went through school. I was insanely high, and I was still high when I got on the bus at like 2:30. Like it lasted forever because it's supposed to be like 10 times more potent when you eat it.
Yeah, when you eat it,
Yeah. So I got back on the bus and I was so self-conscious that somebody was going to bust me all day, and I was finally home free. I'm like, I can get on the bus, I can put on my headphones, chill out, and all that stuff. I get on the bus, Mr. Banks like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, hey, what's going on? And I walk past him, and for some reason I sat on the front.
That's you make the dumbest decisions thinking you're making smart ones when you're high.
And you remember the big mirror at the top of the bus?
Yeah, where you can see the entire entire bus. Yeah,
homeboy was staring at me the entire time. At least I thought in my head. And as I get up, I'm trying to wrestle my backpack up. It's my bus stop, and I'm like, "Yes, I'm getting home. It's gonna be awesome." And he starts talking to me. He's like, "Bah, bah, bah." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Bah." I'm like, he couldn't really understand him.
Yeah.
And then finally, I had to get real close to him. He goes, and he looks at me in the eyes, and he starts laughing. He said, "Your shoe's untied." I'm like, "Oh."